Hello everybody, I'm in a happy mood. I'm in a happy mood, y'all. So, I'm a little bit behind my schedule, sort of kinda, on a situation reading, okay? So I'm coming up here to do it. I'm trying to do it a different way, right? I like doing different things for it. So this time around, what I'm going to do is try to go through all 12 of the Zodiac Signs. I'm going to pull 2 cards for the message. And that'll be it for the week. That's the way I got plans to publish it. Okay? Alright, so I got the 12 Zodiac Signs right here are out. Okay. And I'm just going to stop shuffling them and put them aside and just take them one by one. So, the first one that's up. And the question, the overall question, before we get into it, I apologize. The overall question I think is going to be is, what do you need to know about your relationship? Okay? So for all 12 of the Zodiac Signs, it's going to be the same question. What do you need to know about your relationship right now? Okay? So, first one up, Gemini. We're in Gemini season now, right? Hold on. Let me make sure. Yep. As of today, and look, y'all leaders. Look at that, Gemini. Y'all season beginning today. Happy birthday to all. Okay? If it counts for you. Don't know how you feel about it. But it is what it is, alright? Okay, Gemini. You up first. I'm going to pull the cards from 2 separate decks. I'm going to shuffle these cards for the first one for you. Under this deck, Gemini. Alright? Since I'm only doing 2 cards, right, Gemini? Your card's coming out the same deck because 2 cards came out. So what came out for you, Gemini, is the Magician and the 7 of Cups. So this is... Gemini, Gemini, basically what you need to know about your relationship is, at this point in time, your appetite for success, for love, for anything, and it could vary. That's why I'm saying anything. One day it could be for love, one day it could be for success, one day you could just be totally angry, don't want to be bothered. I'm just saying your perception is very triggering to your emotional state, male or female. You just have your own reactions to it, meaning some men and women in a common collective way, they feel like if they get into an argument, it's no emotions involved. Actually, it's emotions involved, okay? Because anger is the emotion. So what I'm trying to say is, the perception of it is just all about your perception. But what I'm trying to say is this energy is around you. If you are already feeling any kind of insecurities or doubts right now in your relationship, it's going to intensify. So it's either best that you communicate now, or when they come up, if you can't communicate the proper way, wait until you can, because you just might, if it is something wrong, right now is not the time for the truth to come out. You have to wait for whatever reason. So whatever going to come out, even if somebody is telling you a lie, it's because of the energy that's around. This 7 of Cups is powerful with this Magician. You understand what I'm saying? So if your relationship is going fine, don't mean temptation won't be there. if you have any ounce of insecurities, okay, you got to be very careful and very honest with you. And maybe this is a time to really you acknowledge that you had this insecurity if you never was consciously aware of it. Okay, no other than that, your relationship should be pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It don't seem like it's gonna. It has a drastic point, but the drastic point is based. If you have a good relationship, well, y'all might come up with something very important that's going to prosper within your relationship. It doesn't matter on the good and bad. It's just an intensifying moment that's coming about. Okay, so there you go, Gemini. Next one up is Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, I'm going to start with the other deck before going to that deck. Alright, just because Gemini got 2 cards ahead of time. And Capricorn about to get your 2 cards. Maybe that's the way I do it. Since Gemini led the way with it and it's your birthday, you get 2 cards and alternate decks. Okay? That's the way you do it. So Capricorn, let's see your message. That's one. I think this is the second. You had a Ten of Swords and a Hangman. So whatever is in your relationship is not ready to end. It's not going to end. Okay? That could be a good thing. You know, it really just depends on the relationship that you're really involved in. Now, the thing is, you know, with the Hangman here, I feel karma. Karma is definitely involved in the situation, okay? I just can't really put my hands on it and say whether it's bad karma or good karma. The reason why you cannot yet get out of this relationship is because it's a karma thing. It's one of your purposes of why you was here, why you here, and why you going through this phase. Meaning, if you believe in heaven and hell, purgatory, good and bad, or something of that justice, at this point in time, it's something in your situation, and if you already recognize the bad of it, right, you have to flip the bad back into time. How would this same energy feel in another timeline? And maybe that will put you a step closer. So if you did want to be relinquished of this relationship, you could cut off the energy and don't attract more people similar in this situation. Okay, this is a great opportunity for you right there. All right. So that's the message I got for you, Capricorn. The next one is Taurus. So let's get your 2 cards, Taurus. 2 cards for Taurus. Appreciate your patience, Taurus, even though, hey, editing would never let you know how long it was, but appreciate it. Alright, Taurus, let's get you 2 cards, okay? What is it that Taurus need to know about their relationship right now? 1 and 2. Okay. You had a 3 of Cups and the you had a 3 of Cups in reverse in the Fool card. So Taurus, basically right now at this point in time, it's 2 messages coming out. One message is coming up is really stop thinking somebody cheating. Okay. And what is really going on with the cheating part of it is the fact that you stuck in a competitive situation. You're competing so hard that you do not feel secure enough about things being actually yours. You know, your introvert or extrovert way of how you feel possessive about things is really interfering in your relationship right about now. So you really need to figure out, like, you either don't acknowledge that you're possessive, okay, you probably don't feel that way, or you either acknowledge that you feel possessive, and either way it goes, you stuck in that song when your mind is playing tricks on you right now. So if you want to get out of it, you need to get yourself kind of balanced out. All right, that's one of the messages. The next message is with the Three of Cups in reverse and the Fool card is your loneliness is only about yourself. Meaning, sometimes we gotta admit that we put ourselves in a lonely situation because we is real judgmental. So if your mind is really that tough on being that judgmental, it's going to put you in an isolated situation. And you're going to attract and magnetize until you realize your judgmental ability has really affected you. I mean, it's part of your boundary, it's part of your attitude. So to recognize whether it's judgmental is really tough. And that's what that Fool card is at in the Three of Cups is in reverse. It's really tough. But that's the message that I have to us, okay? So next up is Leo. Let me get your 2 cards. Two cards for Leo, please. 2 cards for Leo, please. That's 1. Okay, Leo, you have the King of Wands and the Page of Swords, okay? So, Leo, you know, female or female, if you feel like you're the boss in your relationship around this time, okay, the energy going to make you feel that way. But understand at the same time, your boss ideology also comes to a point of blending in. If your significant other got a job, the 2 bosses going to clash. So what I'm saying is, if some of those things ain't going right, and even though no matter which way you're communicating, if nobody is communicating and to the point where we're going to say, I don't like this because you make me feel like the boss, you the boss, and if the other person can't sit here and see. So if they, especially if your person then came and talked to you a little bit about their job and been irritated, and if you done had those stories, or you can't even ask them about those stories, y'all can't never solve the communication problem. And that's just point blank, Leo. It's a boss thing, you know, and it's nothing wrong with it unless it's too firmly attached to the self-esteem. So if you feel like your self-esteem gonna fail you if your boss attitude goes, then that's where the problem is. So that's the message for you, Leo. Next up is Scorpio. Let's get your 2 cards, Scorpio. Scorpio, 2 cards, please. Well, they gave you 3, Scorpio. I'm breaking rules right here. The first card that came out is the Nine of Cups in reverse. The next two cards is the Page of Swords. The Page of Pentacles and the Emperor. So what this is basically saying is, Scorpio, you got somebody around you, right, that is in a relationship with you. Whether how you interacting with that person determines whether you feel you're in a relationship with them. It's almost like this situation is saying is, what it's trying to say is, do anybody recognize in this situation that y'all in a relationship? And it feel almost like y'all might not be like living together or anything like that. It might be somebody that might frequent on and off or something like that. Could be, you know what I'm saying? It's a weird little connection. It's almost like maybe y'all was supposed to be friends with benefits. But hold on. Oh, sorry about that, Scorpio. So yeah, I mean, it's a unique type of relationship. I mean, with the Nine of Cups being in reverse, like, it's just the fact, like, the Nine of Cups, like, to me, in a reversal stance is like, that's where the energy is coming off with it. Like, you single, but you're not single because of the acquaintance that you have with this other person. So it's either like, what you need to know is you might need to make a decision on this situation sooner than later. To get that clarity. That clarity need to come out. Especially with the Page of Pentacles and the Emperor being here, Scorpio. Alright, so they're going to message for you. Next up is Sagittarius. I'm going to get 2 cards for Sagittarius. Two cards for Sagittarius, please. One more card, please. Woo! Sagittarius, you came up with the 3 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. Sagittarius, it seems like you got to make a backwards move. You gotta go backwards. You gotta take a risk on something that you already done. And it's going to be it's something in a relationship that you about tired of probably maybe doing. Or maybe you did it one time and just really didn't care for it no more. But it's something that you already tried before, because you're going to go backwards with this 3 of Swords and this 2 of Swords. It's something in a relationship where you got to go backwards at. And in the point of going backwards, you have to stand in that position for a minute and look forward. And when you look forward, you got to understand from the point where you got to the backwards, you got to understand that you was already at the forward point. So whatever progressed after that point of you walking backwards, going to sting your vision. And you're going to see the situation a lot clearer. It could be a situation that you hooked on in that past, and yes, you just had to go back there, even though you there, but you're not at the right spot of it to see clearly. And when you look down there, you're going to have tunnel vision. And you got to be able to set the results, because the tunnel vision is trying to show you something. So it's either your situation is in risk, and it's trying to tell you you need to check yourself or something like that, or maybe it's something that you need to get out of. But either way it goes, You need to get through this tunnel vision in order to get your answers to either one of those questions. Okay? So there you go, Sagittarius. That's the one for you. There we got Aquarius. I'm sorry, I'm just listening outside. That's what you saw my arm. I was about to pause the camera. I was listening outside. See, the other card finally came out. Okay, Aquarius, you have the Three of Swords in reverse. No. Yes. No. You got the Three of Swords and you got the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. So, it's almost saying that, Aquarius, you need to play stupid. It's a situation that's about to arise and you need to play dumb, you need to play stupid. And giving you this advice is almost like it's going to take a minute for the explanation on the action why. So, I mean, I know with me being a tarot reader, you might want to be like, what the fuck I need to listen to you for if you can't tell me what I'm going to benefit off of it, which is a true thing, you know what I'm saying? But that's why the Seven of Swords is in reverse, because it's that kind of situation. The Three of Swords is just, you know, more the excitement, the chance you have to take, you know, because it takes a lot to play dumb, especially if it's an intensifying situation, you know what I'm saying? But it could be something that's just very beneficial. Now, the reason also could be that aha moment, because this message is more like an aha thing. You might just get catalyzed by playing dumb in it and not even realize it, and then something just pop up. Maybe through a phone call or something, you went somewhere, whatever way the information going to come back. Or it could be in that moment of time and you could start feeling, you know what? Yeah, I do supposed to play dumb right here. It ain't going to benefit me to say anything. So maybe that's why we trying to figure out what the benefit going to be. Maybe, you know, that it's the nothing and the nothing, but it's, you know what I'm saying, you feeling that way in the situation. You're not going to benefit to say something, so just play dumb. You know what I'm saying? I hope so. So that's what I got for you, Aquarius. Libra. Get your 2 cards. I know y'all can hear the kids playing outside, but it is what it is, honey. They ain't on camera. Now I want to have my window open. I like that pollen. Taking my allergy pills. And I have 2 cards for Libra, please. card, please. Let's get this message out of the way. One more card, please. Alrighty. Six of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. So, it's like two messages. One message, Libra. This is a tug-of-war situation that you're going through. Now, the thing about you being in this tug-of-war situation that you're in, because it's a human thing, right? You still got to imagine what tug-of-war is all about. Because sometimes tug-of-war is a little bit different. Sometimes we fall in the mud. Sometimes we just pull everybody down and be a domino effect. But regardless, there's a section in the middle of the rope, right, that nobody could be in, and that counts. Now, even if we don't fall over, if they put a flag or something over it, you got to cross some kind of line to prove that that side is stronger. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is, you know the opponents. You know yourself is on one end. You know the other person on one end. But what you don't realize is something that's in the middle, that's playing a tug of war with both of the people on both sides. The other message that I got is, no, that was it. Oh, that was it. Page of Swords. It just felt like it was two. Oh, it was. Hey, it is what it is. Look at your message, Libra. Cancer. And get 2 cards for Cancer, please. 2 cards for Cancer, please. One more, please. That's 2. One more, please. So Cancer, you have the Empress and the 4 of Cups. This feels so adorable. Why do it feel so adorable? Because you actually got options. You got options. And the thing about your options right now, you know that the pressure is on for you to feel that's feeling this option. And you finally at the point of time that it's not even a player card. It's just you living your life. You just like, you feel like you're ready to finally experience it. You feel like you're ready to experience going a little bit closer and taking things serious. But you got this fear that's there that you need to really let go. Because you're only going to find out if the fear comes true, one, if you attract it. So if you don't believe that you're attracting it because you got it inside of you, then you're going to believe everything on the outside of you before you understand what's inside of you. And then once you finally realize what was inside of you, then you're going to have regret. So process your fear. Continue to do what you're doing right now. It's giving you that time lapse with this Empress and this 4 of Cups. It's giving you a little bit of time. But that's the advice. Conquer your fear first before actually doing the boo-up thing. You need to do that. Because karma going to be there regardless of the fact. But if you stand in your ground and you feel like you ain't treat nobody bad and you living your life, being your innocence at the same time. I know the court system down here on earth is fucked up. Could be fucked up out there too, depending on the way you're looking at heaven or hell. But I'm just saying things is what it is. Good luck. The next one up is Pisces. Let's get your 2 cards, Pisces. Yeah, 2 cards for Pisces, please. 2 cards for Pisces, please. One more card, please. Alright, y'all got 3 cards. Okay, Pisces. What came up, flipped up, is the 9 of Pentacles and the World card. The first card that came out is the 8 of Pentacles. So you got the 8 of Pentacles, then the 9 of Pentacles to the World card. And basically what it's saying is, stop putting in so much effort. You put in too much effort. And maybe it's hard for, maybe in this relationship, maybe you don't know how to, or maybe you have tried to. But the point is, your heart is in it. And yeah, you in a state of where it's kind of conflicting and remolding you to your morals and values. So if you actually put the effort into accepting where your morals and values has got intercepted at from this relationship and heal that, and it might require a little bit of remolding or a little bit of adjustment, but it don't mean that because you got to do that it's not coming back better than what it already was, because your relationship is nothing but an experience of your life here. You need to sit down and evaluate all of that. And yeah, your morals and values are changing. It's okay for them to change. It's just not okay for them to change without you recognizing that they're changing, because it causes problems. Because you could be taking it out on your significant other and feel like that person is really trying to control you, and really it's not them that's trying to control you, but the time and experience that y'all had together has affected and has changed you, and you got to go inside to see that one part. That's that 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. Okay? That's the message I got for you, Pisces. We got Virgo. Let's get your 2 cards. Virgo. Whoop, whoop. The first one. Here you go, Virgo. You got the Tower and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So it seems like in your relationship, somebody got a problem with the word verbiage. I'm just being more detailed in the communication area. It seems like word verbiage is a major problem in this situation here. But check this out from this point of view. If you know the word verbiage is quote unquote a problem, right? Then it's a problem with you because you're able to interpret the word verbiage. Now, are you able to speak the word verbiage? Are you able to get creative within that word verbiage? It's like learning a new language and you start with the basic words, and then you start forming sentences, right? Are you that creative? I'm just saying, it ain't no use to always keep talking about somebody stressing you out when you enjoy the stress. That's just plain and simple. You enjoy the stress. Now, if you don't have the capability yet to start putting in the sentences, but you need to start doing it, especially if You're not going nowhere. Like, all this energy right here, and if you in this situation, it's because you want to be. So I'm saying, if people that have been together for 50 years and age and could sit there and talk crap together, do you think, if you classify yourself an old soul, maybe that person is an old soul too, you just don't classify them as one? Or maybe you believe both of y'all as old souls, but you can't see here and relate to how old people used to communicate, because people and souls is a contradiction in your brain. And that's why you always feeling like this person's stressing you out, but really the stress is a contradiction, because you really want to be in a relationship. You feel what I'm saying? Knock out the contradiction. Like old soul, old people. If you got that kind of image, then understand y'all communication just might be on that level. And that's why y'all passion might just be on a stronger level. Okay? Final one. Aries. I hope y'all have enjoyed all of them, even the ones who come. I was feeling good today. So I hope y'all enjoyed this whole presentation. I hope y'all situationship reading was enjoyable this week. And I look forward to being around this week. Now 2 cards for Aries, please. Yeah, like you wanted to come out. Aries, you got the Moon card and the Knight of Swords. Aries, you is all up in your mind. Is you so far up in your mind that for real, I just decided I don't know the advice to really give you. It's not really no advice, because in your mind you got everything that you need. You got everything that you need, but yet at the same time, you're grinding for more. I'm just saying that really the advice for your relationship is, it's time to spring clean the mind. You can stay in your head, but spring clean it. Because when you cleaning around in your house naturally, you still in your mind. And you able to clean your house on the outside of your mind. Do the one that's inside your mind the same way. You need to take that time out to spring clean that gym. Okay? That's all that I got. See y'all next week.